This is a listing of projects related to new technology and research and development, digital trade and market access solution for MSME development. Who's handling the Tita? Is this yours? No?
Here, sir. Here.
Oo.
Here and I.
Kanina itong first. Pero may funding naman to for 2024. No? I think the important items are the Center for Artificial Intelligence
Sir,
Research. Okay.
before you proceed, it's interesting. I like to see digital trade and market access solution for MSME. Those are all the important buzzwords which are game changers. So, may I know who's in charge? Why was there no funding for the present GAA year, or is it a new program? And why is it only? It's in the NEP of 2024. Ibig sabihin, sinuportahan ng DBM ang isang bagong programa, pero bakit kaya last year hindi linagay sa NEP or hindi na natin sinuportahan sa GAA?
It's a new project, Your Honor.
It's a new project. Who's in charge?
Sino in charge?
Who's in charge? Just give us,
Director Emma?
okay, what is this about? It's digital, it's online marketing. Is it an online platform? It's 58 million. That's big money. Online, does it cost that much? What is it? All MSMEs now can go to DTI? May we know what it is? Because you put figures there. That's 58 million for an online platform for MSMEs. That's good. But how do we tell the MSMEs? Let's say those who are going to the
Director Emma.
National Arts and Crafts Fairs for 5 days in Megatrade, who are coming all the way from Kalinga, and the others are coming from Palawan or Mindanao. How they can have online presence? That's 58 million you can help them with.
May call on ASEC Jean. Si ASEC Jean. Hindi alam? Ha?
Madam Senator, thank you for guesting in Kat Iba pa last time.
Usapan nyo to, kasi importante to, 58 million yan eh. Paano ma-access ng MSMEs? Ang laking pondo yan.
Yes.
O paano? Sinong gagastos ng perang yan? Yan ang tanong ni Senator Villar.
Yes, Madam Senator, I believe that this project is part of our promotion of e-commerce, but I think this is an original proposal when we submitted, I believe, to the DBM. But we actually are requesting after the initial submissions to really fund a more priority budget related to e-commerce because we are already preparing for the Internet Transactions Act. So part of the budget that we're looking at includes digital trade and market access, Madam Senator.
So it's still not clear, Mary Jean. You may not. Who's the focal for this? Under which? Kay Bless ulit. Oh,
Yes,
That
ma'am.
actually originated
Yes.
by...
Sir?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I will.
ROG nga. Di ba?
Kasi
Originated
kung,
sa
Yes, sir.
auto
kung
pa yan.
nasa NEP, ibig
Yes, sir.
sabihin, original project nyo. Kaya nga, and we're supporting it. Gusto ko lang
Ito,
maintindihan
di ba
kung
sa
paano
auto
nyo
pa
gagamitin.
natin?
Iba, sir.
Iba yan?
Oo.
Sige, explain.
Okay, ma'am, see you tomorrow, ha? Sa ating ano.
At kayo ha,
Yes, ma'am.
Mark,
Oo.
you should be there. You're chairman of trade.
Nag-pray nga kami na
You
walang
were
ulan
invited.
bukas.
Your office, yeah. 5 days.
Tomorrow, 4
Oo.
o'clock.
Bagyo o wala?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Dapat nandun tayo.
Okay. Sir
O ano
din,
itong
Senator.
MSME development nyo for online?
This one actually, ma'am, is the digital program for the advancement of the MSMEs because we had a lot of programs already. Kanya-kanya, no? And ito ngayon, this will be focused now program, and it will be, the components would be Go Digital program for MSMEs, which actually includes development of enterprise resource planning tool and monitoring and evaluation growth tracker for MSMEs when it comes to digitalization.
Ang ganda pakinggan, Yusek Bless.
Meron
Pero
tong-
paano nyo ipapatuloy? Akin na lang yung isang pahina nyo yan, ha? Padala nyo.
Okay, yes,
pero,
ma'am.
pero bakit under sa regional operations? Of course, kasi MSMEs, hindi ba dapat
MSMEs.
under kay Yusek Aldaba kasi competitiveness and innovation?
this will
online
be
eh.
our contribution to their very specific sector na MSMEs because we really have to do frontline support for the MSMEs. So dapat may tao ito, may pangalan, may ganon. We can
So,
provide
all
you with this.
MSMEs around the country, which is under you as regional operations head, can access online training, or they're part of an e-marketplace. What is it?
Capacity building on digitalization, and then we also have enhancement of the company profile monitoring system, which is lodged in BISMED. So right now we have this company profile monitoring system, which actually records all our assistants sa MSMEs. And ang ano dito is
Ganito, simplihan nyo na lang, kung ako ay isang maliit na negosyo sa barangay, sa isang probinsya, paano ako magkaroon ng Facebook page, Instagram page, paano ko makakabenta ng goods ko sa pondo ayon sa MSME Digital Trade and Market Access ng DTI. Ganun. Dapat yun ang liniliwanag nyo sa inyong online platforms at bukas sa darating na 5 araw, ipaliwanag nyo. Meron po tayong pondo para po kayo ay magkaroon ng digital presence. Kung mga wala pang Facebook na Kalinga Weavers o mga taga-tawi-tawi na darating gumagawa ng tuto, pwede na po ganito, ganun. Pero lahat
Yes,
naman may
ma'am.
Facebook na. So we just want to understand that. Of course, we are supportive, but these are all buzzwords, but I want to understand it. How are you going to spend it?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ang isang component pa dito, ma'am, is yung ating mentorship program and integrated digital marketing training program, which will help our MSMEs establish a digital storefront. So sa ating mga apps. So parang this is really guided and nagme-mentor tayo para mas dumami yung may presence sa ating mga e-commerce platforms.
That's okay for now. Again, I would request just a one-pager so that there's more clarity and perhaps operationalize what you mean. Dapat yung how to, pag ako'y MSME, paano ko kayo maaabot DTI? Paano ko makakuha ng kapital? Kanina yung pangkabuhayan. Paano ko kayo maaabot para turuan ako sa online kung ako'y maliit na MSME na walang kilalang politiko pero may talento at gumagawa sa probinsya. Ganun dapat ang ating pag-reach out sa kanila. Okay. Proceed please, Secretary.
The next item. Your Honor, the next item is the Center for Artificial Intelligence Research, or CARE, which has been included in our plan for revitalizing Philippine industries under the Philippine Development Plan. This is being undertaken by our Competitiveness and Innovation Group under USEC Pita Aldaba.
AI is so important. USEC Aldaba, bakit ziniro? Or you didn't have wala kayong NEP? You didn't have a
Wala.
NEP
Wala pa.
proposal?
We've been submitting the same proposal for 2 years now, but yes, ma'am.
Yeah, last year we
But
also...
we haven't.
You're the one in charge of our Innovation Act, right? With NEDA.
With
Because it
NEDA,
says you're the
yes.
Innovation Group Head. So
Yes,
it's
Madam.
DTI, namely you, USEC Aldaba, it says competitive. That's very important. And NEDA, who's your counterpart in NEDA as a focal for the Innovation Act?
DDG Rose.
Okay, so kayo ni Rose Edilion. Yeah. In fact, I missed that launch on the strategy, etc. Yeah. But this is important, AI. How much was your ask in the NEP?
200 million.
And there must be a reason why they did not fund you. And just tell us, probably convince us, the chair, why is this center? Is this a physical center or is it an online center? Is it like an institute or research? What is it?
It's a physical center, Senator, and it's going. The goal, of course, is for us to become an AI center of excellence in the region in the near future. It's yeah, and it's going to house our data scientists, researchers, engineers who will be conducting AI R&D, Senator, to support the needs of industries, including MSMEs, of course, startups, large companies, and multinationals. And it's also going to provide trainings, capacity buildings on AI. And new products and services, IPs, would come out from this center, Senator.
So that's capital outlay. It's a center. It's infra.
It's infra.
You
and-
can do all your AI research even without the infra, everything you said, with the existing building where you are or offices, right? Yes.
We
No?
don't have sufficient space right now, Senator. And apart from the space, we will be needing supercomputers po. And including salaries to hire all the necessary staff.
It would take 2 years minimum. The DPWH secretary, former secretary, would know that better. And knowing government, it's so slow. That means all our research on AI will not ensue until the structure is done, and then we fund the acquisition of computers, etc. So that will be 2025 and beyond. So by the time all the ASEAN neighbors advances AI tayo, wala. Hindi, kaya nga, kasi nakalagay Center for Artificial Intelligence, hindi clear kung infra ito. So what I'm saying is that while the infra is not yet set up, hindi ba, dapat nagtutuloy na tayo ng ating AI workshops and capacity building and research. Let's not wait for the infra to be built and the computers, well, of course, we need the computers. Dapat yun muna kung anong space, kung di kayo pinagbiyan doon. I don't know what the chair feels about it, if you're inclined to give them the building they need. Is it a specialized kind of building? Not sure.
Is it an incubator, this Center of AI? Is that the purpose of this?
This is a research center, R&D center. The model is the A-star of Singapore. In a way, not totally. It supports industry. It's industry-oriented. It's not an academic research. It's a way to sensitize and to help MSMEs adopt AI in their operations. The large companies can take care of themselves. They're getting consultants from everywhere, including consultants from abroad, to implement AI solutions to their problems. But these small, medium enterprises would need assistance, and this is the center that will do that. Plus, the continuing research on the impact of AI on employment. Which jobs will be affected, and then the issue of AI ethics also going to be addressed here. So it's not just doing, well, there's a physical place. In fact, we were considering, we're working this out actually with some business groups that can donate. In fact, we have been offered already a place. And there's so much development here. This has evolved, actually. These two centers that we are referring to here, Center for Artificial Intelligence Research and Industry 4.0 Pilot Factory. Well, just quickly, Industry 4.0 Pilot Factory is the application of Fourth Industrial Revolution technologies in our manufacturing operations. Now, the project has evolved because of our discussion with the Asian Development Bank that is considering supporting the country with its high technology adoption by way of a proposed loan of 300 to 400 million US dollars. But and we're thinking of now incorporating this into the innovation hub that the ADB is trying to encourage us to create in the Philippines.
So ADB is a FS for this? ADB
This was developed before the ADB opportunity. That's why I said the approach is evolving. Since we have not gotten any funding yet for these two, so we have not been able to go ahead with the implementation of these two projects. Now, with the potential ADB funding by 2025, not 2024, we might be able to incorporate this into that. But of course, counterpart funding from the Philippines will be required.
Yeah, so if I can, I'd like to instruct the committee secretariat to request if you can submit as soon as possible so we can delve deeper into this. If you can submit a briefer for each of these unfunded proposals and the reasons for not being included by the DBM. And also, if you can include the laws that you're required to enforce that are not budgeted under your NEP, just so we can delve deeper into it and see where
Yes,
we can
sir.
get the most bang for our buck. So please continue.
Either a yes or a no from the chair, and we will just read it. Yeah, we want to understand it better. Yes, a briefer so that of course, we know AI and its importance. But as I said, let's not wait for the infrastructure to be set up before we start building capacity of our people to AI.
No, no. In fact, we don't need to spend money on building. You know.
Ayun pala eh. Eh bakit building daw ang kailangan dito?
When we originally proposed it, but now there are developments that might enable us to use new locations. You know.
Senator, actually, we have an AI roadmap, and the Center for AI Research is just one of the recommendations.
One of the elements.
We are at the same time also forming a task force that would support government in terms of crafting the governance framework on AI, because I think there are a lot of AI can also be used to promote bad things, but what we are promoting really is good AI, responsible AI, and hence the need for governance framework, which is part of the work that we are doing. And I think this would address your concern with respect to the work that we are currently pursuing, apart from, of course, the plan to implement and build the Center for AI Research.
Focal for this center and for the pilot factory, it's still under Yusek Aldaba.
Yusek Pita.
Maybe just kindly give us a clearer understanding as a secretary, as a chair mentioned to me, maybe a building is not necessary, but a division. But as I mentioned earlier, let's not wait for the building to be set up before we do something about AI and all the programs. But you said walang space at walang computers ngayon to do
As
that?
mentioned by the secretary, Aboitiz and Union Bank provided us some space, and the building is located in San Pedro, Laguna. But up to now, we are not able to fully utilize that space because we don't have the resources to hire people, as well as to procure the supercomputers that would be needed. But we do a lot of coordination, we do a lot of workshops and seminars to help people become more aware of the usefulness of adopting AI technology.
Yes, I think the Senator Lauren has a very good idea about just if we can get the ball rolling, perhaps fund the program, not necessarily the physical infrastructure. I mean, in terms of building a building, as she said, and I will confirm that a building takes about 2 years to build. It takes a while just retrofitting it, and especially because it's so technologically oriented, it might even take longer. But that being said, perhaps funding a group already within the DTI that can already research AI, because it's very significant, and the impact it might have on our economy. Other countries are very concerned also about what AI might mean for labor, what the implications are. I think it's important that not only we learn about what the implications are, and also what the possible how we can leverage it to create to help our industries. So I mean, I think it's very important that we get the ball rolling on that. And I'm one with Senator Legarda in making sure that we already get into it. We already start researching into the program. Yeah.
Perhaps action-based research, no scientific research, not just for academic research, but action-based so that it's applied. What do you call it? Applied research, right? So that, so kindly give us, Yusek Aldaba, the proposal. You said you have a roadmap, and then we can do check, no, ganun, no. Yung infra, 2 years eh. Ibig sabihin, 2025 pa tayo magsimula ng capacity building or research. Hindi, simulan na natin yun with the existing physical space that you have now. Maybe we can give for equipment needed for the program, but not the infrastructure needed, right? Pag-usapan natin kung paano after you give us your roadmap. And then maybe a separate briefing or just the soft copy of the presentation. I would like to see, give us your roadmap, the soft copy, we see it. If we need to call you for a presentation, we can have another. Diba, Mr. Chair?
I'd like to direct the committee secretary to please address the concerns of Senator Legarda so that we can receive the reports that we asked for at the soonest possible time.